news out of Burlington. Officers say a juvenile is injured after being shot.
Police say they were called out to Shawnee Drive near South Mebane Street just a couple of hours ago around 8:15 tonight. While they were there, they found a minor suffering from a gunshot wound. That victim has not been identified publicly, but was taken to the hospital. Investigators say their injuries appear to be non-life-threatening.
At this time, there is no information on what led to the shooting or details about a suspect.
Happening now, a popular restaurant in Lexington is boarded up tonight after it caught fire earlier today.
WXI 12's Kara Peters spoke to customers who knew and loved that restaurant. And Kara, what did they have to say?
Kenny and Christine, Brenda and Russell Bosley they actually own a business just a few doors down here at Christo's. They say that they were hoping to grab dinner here tonight. And now to see the restaurant that they know and love now boarded up, they say it's difficult to grasp.
It's terrible. It's breaking my heart. I didn't see the boards until now.
A restaurant that would normally have customers and cars in their parking lot on a Monday night is now empty and boarded up. Russell and Brenda Bosley own Figure It Out action figures and collections just steps away from Christo's along Cotton Grove Road.
Everything's good there. All the food is good there. We've taken our kids, our grandkids there.
Everybody loves their wings in Lexington. It's a kind of a staple in Lexington. If you want wings, you go to Christo's.
The Lexington Fire Department says they found heavy smoke coming from the back of the restaurant around 4:15 Monday morning. There's now smoke and heat damage to the building. The Bosleys say they're hoping the owners of Christo's and its staff can rebuild from this sudden blow.
I have people that I love that work there, so I'm very saddened to hear they're going to be out of a job, and I hate it for the owners. We're a small business as well, and I couldn't imagine.
We did reach out to the managers of Christo's, but are still waiting to hear back. The Lexington Fire Marshal's office is investigating this incident. It's still unknown at the time what started that fire. We're live tonight in Lexington. I'm Kara Peters for WXII 12 News.
Kara, thank you. Investigators from across the Piedmont Triad believe they have found the suspects behind nearly 100 break-ins over the last 9 months.
We're told that in a few instances, victims were at home at the time when the bad guys broke through the front door. Davidson County Traffic and Criminal Enforcement Unit teamed up with 7 other agencies. After receiving a Ring doorbell camera video August 1st, they were able to put the pieces together. Investigators say the suspects took all kinds of stuff: jewelry, cash, coins, weapons, and now there are more than 300 charges among the 5 suspects. Detectives are urging the public to do the right thing.
Don't go the route of committing burglaries and break-ins and home invasions. It's not worth it. You're going to end up going to prison and jeopardizing your freedom.
The sheriff, Richie Simmons, says 96 break-ins and home invasions tied to these suspects date back to December of last year.
In Burlington, one person is injured after being stabbed in an alleyway between Holly Hill Mall and Publix. Officers said they were called to the area this morning just before 11:30. Police tell us the victim was taken to the hospital with minor injuries, and officers are still working to locate the suspect. No stores in the area were closed after the incident, and investigators said it appeared to be isolated.
The internet is working once again for most people in the Piedmont Triad after residents and some business owners dealt with an outage this afternoon. According to Xeris, a fiber line was cut by a construction company that caused some businesses and residents, particularly in Davie and Yadkin County, to not have internet access for a time. Still, that didn't stop businesses like Southern Spice and Bermuda Run from serving customers, if not a little creatively.
We figured we'd be slow, but turns out not really. I mean, people are still coming in, you know. I guess people are cool with paying in cash. We figured, it'd be different because, a lot of people usually pay with credit and debit, but turns out not really.
Xeris said internet service was restored around 5 o'clock tonight, which was an hour earlier than their original estimate of 6. This incident comes after a similar one last month with Spectrum. Officials told us one of their fiber lines were damaged by a third party in Greensboro. Customers and businesses did not have internet service for hours and hours during that one.